my squad. This is your captain speaking, and today we are going to see what if we dump trash onto volcanoes by documentaries. This was one of my ideas when I was younger. Why don't we just throw trash on volcanoes? And I know some stuff about it, but let's see if my knowledge is up to date.
Have you ever found yourself thinking, why don't we just toss all our trash into volcanoes?
Yeah.
I mean, if you've ever played Minecraft, then you might already be familiar with the concept of dropping stuff you don't need into lava and never having to worry about it again. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sounds.
You probably already guessed it, but as so often, things are not as simple as they seem on the first glance. Here's the thing, we generate an insane amount of trash every year. Take the United States, for example. Americans throw away about...
Did you guys know there are literal islands of trash in the world? Let me show it to you. Look of trash. Look at this. Look at this. There are literal islands of trash in the world, and that's such a haunting thing to say. They're in the Pacific, there are some in the Atlantic, but yeah, just for you to know, we produce a lot of trash.
239 million tons of garbage annually.
Jesus!
So, yeah, finding a way to get rid of all that would be pretty great, and tossing it into a volcano sounds like a solid solution, right? It feels almost like a...
But the fumes! You're forgetting about the fumes and the poisonous mist, the poisonous gas that they are going to release.
A cheat code to solving the trash problem, but it's not as simple as it seems. Not even close. The first issue we'd face is, well, actually finding a volcano that can handle all that garbage. There are only around 1,500 active volcanoes on Earth, and many of them are tucked away in remote areas, far from where people actually live. So getting our trash to one of those volcanoes would be a logistical nightmare. But let's...
Well, we just need to build a giant conveyor belt.
Pretend we get that part sorted.
Okay.
Load up all our trash and head to the nearest volcano. What's next? Well, not all volcanoes are created equal. You'd need a very specific kind to even think about this idea. What we're looking for is a shield volcano. These are the ones with those iconic lava lakes and slow, steady eruptions. The problem is, shield volcanoes are relatively rare. But for the sake of this thought experiment, let's assume we somehow manage to find ourselves a nice, docile shield volcano.
Perfect.
The hardest part is over, right? But nope. If you're one of the brave souls tasked with delivering the trash to the volcano, get ready for some serious danger. The environment around the volcano is no joke. Poisonous gases, flying rocks, and boiling hot lava.
Just drop it out of the air. We're going to get some bombers, and we are going to bomb the shit out of the volcano with trash.
It's the kind of place you don't want to be hauling a truckload of trash. And when it's time to dump it in, let's just say things get a bit tricky.
If you want to see, I believe the Grand Tour or the Top Gear, they did an episode where they got a car to go near a volcano, and you can see all the different stuff they had to endure in that episode. It's such a great episode.
Back in 2002, a group of researchers threw a small bag of trash into a volcano in Ethiopia. And what happened next was not exactly expected. Lava lakes, it turns out, are pretty unstable. When something cold like trash lands in them, it triggers a chain reaction. Pressurized steam builds up, and suddenly, you've got an eruption of acidic gases and molten rock. So, just imagine what might happen if we dumped an entire country's worth of waste. We could end up with a volcano literally spitting trash all over the place.
Hell yeah! Let's make a trash volcano island. Great. But I forgot about that. Yeah, you're going to have a chain reaction.
And that's not even the worst of it. Even if we somehow avoid an eruption, we've still got to deal with the fact that not all trash breaks down in lava.
Wait, what?
Metals and other materials might just sit in the lava, only to be blasted out later on. Plus, let's not forget that burning trash releases a ton of harmful pollutants.
Oh, I don't know about that. I think the metal is just going to melt, but the glass is going to survive the lava. Wait a second. Because I know glass is a type of liquid. Let me just search it up a little bit. Melting point glass. Okay. for my American viewers. 1,000 lava temperature. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, it's going to totally be fine. Oh, I didn't know about that. Great. So glass is fine.
Into the atmosphere. So instead of solving the trash problem, we might just make the pollution crisis a whole lot worse. And shipping all this trash to remote...
What do you mean? Have you ever heard about the China pollution cities? They are great. They are great.
volcanoes? Yeah, that's going to generate a massive carbon footprint. The emissions from hauling trash across countries would pretty much defeat the purpose of trying to reduce waste in the first place. So,
I don't know about that. We can just use like a bomber.
while tossing trash into
I know
volcanoes
that.
might sound
I know that's not a solution, but it's too funny for me to just drop trash cans from a bomber.
like a good way to get rid of it all, the reality is much messier. If we're really looking to get rid of waste, maybe we should stick with recycling or exploring better ways to convert waste into usable energy. Or, you know, we could always just shoot it all into space. If you're interested in why that wouldn't be...
No, that's a terrible idea. I don't agree with the stuff about throwing stuff into space, because then we are going to lose that resource. We must think that we have to remember that the Earth, it has limited resources. Nothing's created, nothing's destroyed. Everything's transformed. But if we literally remove that stuff, we are going to destroy that material from the cycle of materialism. Well, yeah, pretty funny video. And yeah, guys, Captain, if you enjoyed the video, leave it give Drew commentaries a like, boom, and see you next time. Bye bye, Captain out.